serum from Kiehl's. I kid you not, this has crack in it, literally. And I don't know, but I have like a bump right over my eye, here and here, and also here, and also this black spot from big ass pimple that came up in my face like a week ago. All you need to do is just put it on the area, and within 2 days it disappears. And that's it. And then now to get into deep dive of the skincare. As you guys know, I picked up a few items in my last vlog and I've been using it, and honestly I'm obsessed. This, it doesn't have like a overly strong scent that I always try to stay away from when it comes on to any form of skincare that I do use. It just smells very pleasant and subtle. And then next thing, I'm going with our moisturizer. It feels like butter going on the skin. I know I did say I wanted something a little more lightweight, but this pretty much does the same thing that I was going for. The main lightweight, there's two lightweight moisturizer that I tend to go for, and I really don't use the next one as much, and it's Neutrogena. And also Kiehl's has a lightweight, like gel-like texture moisturizer, and that's pretty good for like those super hot days when you're probably outside in the sun and you're being mad sweaty. I think that's super perfect if you guys want to try it. And then whenever you do use some form of vitamin C, you always want to follow up by using sunscreen. That is probably the most important thing, and I'm using this one from Youth of the People, and all you need is that amount. part where my day pretty much begins to start getting a little bit annoying, being that I'm already obsessed with always keeping my mouth clean, but being that I do have braces now, it's that it makes you somewhat hyper aware of stuff getting stuck between your brackets. So every single time I do eat something, I have to floss and brush my teeth. This is the part where basically everything that I showed you guys earlier on comes into play, like this interdental brush. It's like this pick with like brushes at the end to just basically go between your brackets to just help you, especially when you're on the go. This is more like a thing whenever I'm on the go that I do use, but I do use it throughout the day whenever I'm at home as well, because it just makes things a lot easier to just get rid of those excess food that is basically stuck between your brackets. This is the next most important thing. This is our floss. It's like a thread floss, and it has like this end, so you can just, being that with braces you can't floss the same way, being that you do have these metals blocking certain areas, you basically just go under each bracket and then you just floss like right there. And I do use this twice a day just to help to prevent like any dental disease, being that you do have something that's on your teeth, so you can't like basically take care of your teeth the way how you would usually would. So everything is just extra work. Now that we're basically done flossing, the only place that I don't use the thread to floss is the back of my teeth. Being that I think this was like the first week of having braces, I was flossing and I'll kid you not, I literally popped out a wire and had to just push it back in. So ever since that, I use these floss picks. These are, as you can see, for people with braces. Use this, and I just use this tip, push it between the brackets and the teeth, and clean back there. And now there is some mouthwash. This one is recommended by the dentist, so I just wanna rinse out your mouth and try to loosen up everything that basically just floss. Get up all those gunk from between your teeth. Now we brush the last and final step. Like, they do recommend to use electric toothbrush, but I'm not too much a big fan of electric toothbrush like that. So let's go with our regular standard toothbrush. But you also always remember to use like a soft bristle, because these braces, they will snap right the hell off. And especially breaking a bracket or anything, especially on the weekend, that is probably one of the most uncomfortable thing that I could possibly think could happen, because it haven't happened to me just as yet. Cross my fingers, I hope it doesn't happen to me at all. Like I said, the only thing that I ever had was just the wire basically popped out. I mean that it's all the way in the back. They don't put any rubber bands or anything on the back as yet, so it was just easy to just stick right back in. Or if not, you can just get tweezers.